Period poverty is a global crisis that affects over 500 million people, especially in developing countries.
But even in wealthier countries, as many refugees and low-income individuals may struggle to access menstrual hygiene products. However, period poverty is not as simple as just a lack of menstrual products. The reality also includes barriers like clean water access, stigma, and a lack of education about menstruation in the first place. So we've chosen to tackle this problem because as girls ourselves, we know how hard periods are. And we're very fortunate not to face these barriers ourselves, but we recognize that for those who do, the consequences are far-reaching.
Girls miss school, and women may face infections from unsafe alternatives.
Even when pads are donated, they eventually run out. In places with no waste systems, they pile up, harming the environment as well. Simply put, it's just not sustainable to keep donating pads forever, nor is it easy to find people willing to do so. So after some research, we think we found a solution.
I'm Bhavna Patur.
And I'm Rup Sumitra. Together, we founded EmpowHer about a year ago. And EmpowHer is a youth-led nonprofit dedicating to combating period poverty. We've already raised over $700 and built a team of over 30 plus volunteers. With the support of the SDGs challenge, we want to expand our mission beyond just donating pads or money. We want to address the root cause of the problem. Our solution is guided by the UN Sustainable Development Goals, specifically SDG 3, good health and well-being. Menstrual health is a vital but often overlooked part of overall health. Through reusable pad kits and hygiene education, we hope to improve health outcomes and reduce stigma.
We designed the BioOrb, the build-your-own reusable pad kit. It's affordable, sustainable, and a low-cost alternative to traditional pads. By equipping women with the resources to make pads by themselves, to reuse, purchasing menstrual hygiene products becomes even less of an issue, as each kit includes a visual instruction manual with text information, which we're actively trying to translate in other languages.
Materials to make 2 to 3 reusable pads, including...
First, we would need a soft inner cloth. Then, we would need a durable outer cloth. And we would need cotton for absorption, or snaps or buttons to secure it.
And last but not least, needle and thread for sewing. These pads will last 1 to 3 years and can be recreated using upcycled cloth once the original materials run out. Women and girls can make their own pads, teach others, or even make their own businesses by selling pads that they've created on their own, making this an educational income-generating tool. We've studied models from NGOs like Days for Girls, where reusable pad kits have already made such a huge impact in making menstrual care more accessible. According to them, one reusable pad kit can last up to 3 years, replacing over 300 disposable pads. However, what makes our project unique is that we're giving girls a way to make these pads themselves. This will also give them the ability to make more reusable pads with materials they may already have and share them within their communities and beyond to grow even greater access.
Well, wait, why does this work in the first place? Compared to the disposable pads that we have right now, our pads would be cost-effective as one kit costs less than 2 packs of disposables. It's adaptable as it's designed for these low-resource environments, and it's empowering as it teaches people skill, builds confidence, and opens up dialogue about menstruation, combating the stigma,
especially as we aim to include culturally tailored educational pamphlets as part of the kit. A 2021 UNICEF report found that 60% of adolescent girls in South Asia had no idea what menstruation even was before their first period. And we want to change that so that girls know what to expect and they're confident and comfortable when dealing with menstruation. Reusable pads have already reduced school absenteeism in parts of India and Kenya by over 50% already. We plan to launch the project in 3 key stages over 18 months. Stage 1. In this stage, we will finalize kit design, make translations to other language for materials in the kit, and run a small pilot through local refugee centers we've worked with in the past. We'll also run surveys within those refugee centers to get feedback. Stage 2, expansion. In this stage, we'll track the progress of the pilot, then shift our plan if needed. After, we'll reach out to businesses, NGOs, local clinics, and even school networks in 2 to 3 regions we've chosen to target for funding, fabrics, and organizing workshops on pad making and menstrual education. Stage 3, distribution and sustainability, my favorite stage. In this stage, we will distribute the kits and actually get down to business. In this stage, we will continue to find ways to refine our plan and even make more kits. Right now, we estimate that around $2,000 would allow us to produce and deliver kits for over 500 girls in the pilot phase, but that's assuming that we don't get any outside help from any vendors or businesses. To keep costs low, we'll source bulk materials through local textile vendors and donations, and we'll also reach out to multiple businesses. However, we do recognize the challenges ahead. Another issue is stigma. With this, women and girls may feel ashamed to use the kits in the first place. We know that periods are considered a taboo topic in many cultures. So we've already started creating resources like mini stories and including information on the importance of periods.
But we know that the one thing that makes the reusable pads actually reusable is clean water.
But this is one of our biggest hurdles. So we've started reaching out to businesses like LifeStraw or Sawyer to include low-cost portable water filters in our kits. We don't know how likely it is that we'll be able to get these water filters in the first place, but it's always worth trying. In the event that this doesn't go well, we'll then pivot to continue our research, including DIY water filter instructions and or makeshift boiler instructions as part of the kit. This will ensure that the water a woman will be using to clean their reusable pads will actually be clean. It is never ever guaranteed that we'll get donations and materials from businesses, but our backup plan is to continue fundraising through our nonprofit EmpowHer ourselves, as well as pulling from existing funds that we've already accrued. Another concern is creating the kits in the first place. With commitments like school and other extracurriculars, it will be difficult for me and Bhavna alone to create 500 plus kits at once and conduct outreach. To help with this, we'll look to our existing volunteer team at EmpowHer to divide up the tasks while also working on recruiting new volunteers.
Winning the SDGs challenge would give us a major boost, so we hope you consider us. We're not here to just hand out pads and disappear. We're here to leave behind skills, tools, and confidence for girls. It starts with a needle, some cloth, and the right knowledge. And with the right support, it can go far beyond us. Period.